Hi, welcome to Taylor's International Hotel. My name is Chui Ping and I'm the housekeeping supervisor. Before we start, may I know what is your name?
My name is Septi.
Alright, Sapti. So have you had your lunch before coming to this training session?
Yes, and I'm enjoying my lunch.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that you enjoy your lunch, as lunch is quite important to us actually.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Alright, so do you have any basic knowledge about the safety and security measures in the housekeeping?
Yes, but I just remember how to parking the trolley in front of the guest room.
It's okay, no worries. Later I'll brief you more on the housekeeping rules. So recently we have actually received quite a few guest complaints about the room attendants were not attentive towards the safety and security rules. Therefore, today, that is why I am conducting a training, and also that is why today you are here. So the objective of today's training session is to improve the knowledge of safety and security measures in the hotel. So the training session will begin in a short while. This is the lesson plan for today's training session. You can have a look. And at the beginning of the training, I'll be talking about the safety and security measures for the guests in the hotel. First, the room attendant should park the housekeeping trolley in front of the door when entering the room for cleaning process to prevent any strangers from entering without our notice. Besides that, we should immediately report to our supervisor if we found any valuable items in the room during the cleaning process.
Can I make a remark and report to the supervisor later?
Actually, you should immediately report to the supervisor if you found or see any valuable items in the room. And the room attendant are advised to attach the room key to the uniform to prevent misplace of the key card. And if any misplaced or lost room key, it must be reported immediately to the duty managers to prevent any strangers misuse the room key to enter the guest rooms. If there is strangers who requested to open the door of the guest room, you should ask them to proceed to the front desk and immediately report to the duty manager about the situation. Next, I'll share some tips regarding suspicious object found in the hotel premises. If you found any suspicious object in the hotel premises, there are a few actions should be taken immediately. Firstly, do not touch or open the object as it may be a bomb and it will cause explosion. Second, you should immediately report to the security office. And thirdly, stay calm and do not affect the guest before the item or object is identified. Besides that, if you saw any accidents happen, you should report according to who, when, where, and how. Such as who is involved in the incident, when the incident happened, where the incident happened, and how it happened. These are the steps to report in case of any accidents or incidents happen in the hotel. And this is also very important to our hotel guests and also our staff in the hotel. For the next part of the training session, I'll be sharing some safety and security measures for the room attendants. There are a few potential hazardous conditions that can cause injuries, such as wet and slippery floors, messy floors, and equipment left unattended after use. Room attendants should be aware of the body posture while carrying or moving objects to prevent injuries. Besides that, proper safety measures should be done while handling hazardous chemical such as wearing a protective face mask and gloves to protect our hands. Make sure to double check the equipment before using and never touch the electrical equipment with wet hands. Immediately turn off the equipment when smoke or sparks are seen. Alright, so at the last part of the training session, I would like to show you a video about the safety measures of a room attendant while cleaning the room. The purpose of showing this video is to let you understand better about the safety measures.
As a room attendant, it's important to work safely to avoid injury, particularly to your shoulders, back, and knees. You can prevent injuries from a single incident or years of working by knowing the risks and following safe work procedures. These videos demonstrate tips on working safely as a room attendant. Before making the bed, put on your gloves and visually check for fluids and sharp objects. When stripping the bed, detach the bedding from all sides, working your way around. To avoid tripping and overexertion, put used bedding directly into your bin or cart and not onto the floor. Before making the bed, remove your gloves. Always bend your knees, not your back. Kneel or squat. Tuck the sheets and avoid lifting the mattress. Find room to work where you can use correct body positions. When changing pillow covers, stuff the pillow fully into the case instead of shaking it in. Avoid overreaching. Extending your shoulders and arms for long periods of time to wipe and clean can be tiring and lead to strained muscles. When cleaning hard-to-reach areas, always use tools with long handles. Adjust the length of a telescoping handle to minimize awkward bending and overreaching. Don't work for long periods of time reaching over your head. Always try to work at chest height. Stand in the tub to scrub the walls and back of the tub. A damp cloth or rubber mat will help avoid slipping. Never balance on the edge of the tub. Always wear non-slip footwear. Squat. Don't bend to do the work. To reduce fatigue, alternate hands when scrubbing. Use your non-scrubbing hand to balance yourself. Don't overextend your reach. Divide the work into sections, allowing you to rotate your arms and reduce muscle fatigue. Using the right cleaning product for the job will reduce the force needed to do the work. Clean bathrooms in sections so you can alternate high, medium, and low areas and body positions. Cloths should be large enough to be efficient, but small enough to squeeze out excess water, with no more than 2 squeezing motions. The twisting force of wringing cloths removes more water than a simple squeeze. Forceful and repetitious twisting and bending of the wrist can cause wrist strain. To avoid injury, hold one hand above the other to produce a squeezing action. This allows both wrist joints to be in a neutral position. Start with your wrists flexed, and as you apply pressure, bring them back to a neutral position. Extend your reach by using dusting tools with telescoping handles or a step stool. Never climb on chairs or other furniture. Stand at an angle not directly under the dusting area. This will improve your neck position and keep you from getting dust in your eyes. Work with your hands in front of your body, in the area between your shoulders, to minimize effort. When handling garbage, always wear gloves. Garbage containers can be heavier than you think, so before moving them, check the weight by tilting or pulling them. Examine the contents for broken glass or sharp points, and never push down on the garbage. Lift with your knees, use 2 hands, and avoid bending your wrists. Vacuuming presents risks to the arms and the back from repeated twisting. Before beginning, ensure the vacuum is unplugged and check for potential hazards, such as broken wheels or worn cords. Keep your elbows at or near your sides to minimize shoulder movement and encourage neutral posture. Adjust your grip on the vacuum wand so your hand is in line with your forearm. Walk the vacuum cleaner to reduce repetitive shoulder and arm motion. Avoid movements where your elbows are behind your body. To avoid overreaching, stand upright and don't bend forward. Move your legs to turn the vacuum and avoid twisting your back. Move light furniture out of the way to make a clear path for you and the vacuum. Always be aware of the power cord to avoid tripping.
So at the end of the training session, do you have any question to ask me?
Yes.
Alright.
First question, can I close the door when I clean the room?
You should not close the door when you are cleaning the room. If guest item went missing during the time where you are in the room, you will definitely be blamed.
Okay. My second question, if I see any suspicious person walking around the room corridor, what should I do?
If you see any suspicious person walking around the room corridor, or around the hotel premises, you should immediately report to the duty manager or the security officer. Do you still have any question to ask me regarding the safety and security measures in housekeeping?
No.
If no, I hope you have gained knowledge in this training session.
Yeah, I have gained extra knowledge in this training.
Alright, thank you for your time for attending this training session. Thank you.
Bye.